Hello everyone. Welcome my Qs and Qettes to Magic the Gathering Shandalar. This is a game that I've been playing on stream. I was struggling with it because I wasn't playing it properly, and I got myself kind of in a bind, so I decided to stop streaming it for a while, start a new game, get myself caught up, and then kind of want to go back into streaming again because it was a lot of fun discussing strategies with other players and stuff like that. Specifically, my buddy Nagito, who joined in on the stream one day and then just started showing up every single time because he was so excited that somebody was playing this game. So we were talking about stuff and like Magic the Gathering related, Pokemon, all sorts of stuff like that. Anyway, so I really like this game. It's really hard. I was going with a green deck on the second hardest difficulty. Little did I know that the green deck is the worst deck in the game, or worst color in the game, as there are 5 colors in total. And so I decided I'm going to take a step back and I'm going to get myself back up to speed, do the proper steps early game to get myself set up for the mid to late game. And in doing so, I wanted to use a different deck. I was enjoying the green, but it required a lot of mana ramp, which is something I'll get into later because I'll be explaining the core mechanics of Magic the Gathering as I play. Although I am still new, so there's probably some things that I'm going to get wrong, but I love this game. I watched another YouTuber play through the entire series back in the day, and it's just like something I've always wanted to do, and now I can do it. So, anyways. We're not going to be starting from square one. The reason being, it's a lot of losing every single fight, and then like saving and reloading and hoping to get like lucky with some of these first few fights, because of the fact that you are given a terrible deck early game, and every single deck that you go against, or every single creature you go against, has a pre-built deck that has some kind of gimmick that they work towards. I know this is going to be quiet. It's sorry, I just realized the background music's not going to be playing. But there will be music, there will be audio. Anyways. Yeah, so I wanted to get my foot in the door a little bit more, so I did some battles and just got some cards, and did some of the quests that are in the game to increase my maximum health. But that's really all I did. I haven't done any dungeons, I haven't done any like cool story moments or anything like that, if you can call them story moments. And yeah, so if I go to my saved games, this all here, Lizard Lady was like a different character that I'd made. I'm not going to continue Lizard Lady. 60 cards, that was long. All these are from the stream that I was doing, and then I created Buddy 1 just to like practice and stuff, and then I realized, you know what, I kind of want to do another Let's Play series. We had the Pokemon one going. We had the Pokemon one going. We've had it going for a long time, and I wanted to just incorporate something else rather than just the Pokemon thing, because a lot of the projects that I'm working on are taking an incredibly long time to do, not only because of my limited free time, but also they're very complex, they're very long, they're very scripted content, and I'm very excited for those to come out, but I wanted to get back into my roots a little because I did the Monster Hunter 1 series back in the day, and that was a lot of fun, and I really enjoyed just like coming home from work. I didn't have to do any crazy work, I didn't have to do a ton of editing, and I could just sit down, enjoy the game, and share experiences from some of my favorite series, and in this case, experiencing this one for kind of the first time, and then in Monster Hunter 1's case, it was also experiencing it for the first time, to kind of get a fresh perspective of somebody who generally knows how the system works, and sharing it with others to see if they would like it and want to try it out themselves. Anyways, so, continuing on, we have let me get, oh god. Hold on. I just realized my headset was off. Okay. Oh my god, I just realized how loud the game is. My apologies. So, I was trying to make it to the town so I can show you my deck. I'm using a white and red deck. Now, I'll get into the colors and how they work as we play, but essentially, there are creatures out in the overworld. They're going to hunt you down and try to engage in combat. Now, I just got attacked by this Enchantress, and she has, we both have an anti-card, so if we lose, we have to give up this card, respectively. I really like the Immolation card, because it gives a creature +2/-2. Now, the Dirkwood Boars is also a pretty decent card. It's a 4/4, but for 5 mana, which is what this is indicated here. The forest, or the green one, that means you need 1 green mana, and this gray number means you need 4 mana of any other color. Anyways, kind of bouncing a little bit left and right. So when you're attacked by a creature, you can kind of get an idea for what their colors are based on what they're wearing and different aspects. So say you'll get like a dragon that has a white chest and green scales, meaning he's going to have a green and white deck. Maybe he'll have like some elements of like deep blue eyes, so it's a green, white, blue deck. So this is where you can go to be like, okay, so she's an enchantress, she's got a green card as an ante, she's going to be probably a green deck. She might be green-black, but I don't think so. I think it's just going to be a green deck because she is a lower tiered creature. Every single color has, tiers of creatures that, increase in health as they go along. So we're going to duel. That is very loud still. And you flip a coin to see who gets to choose who goes first, etc. So now this is what you're going to be seeing a lot of. This is the main screen. We have, this is my deck of cards, my graveyard. These are the mana that I've currently activated. That's my total health. That's her total health, so we have an even Steven game right now. That's her deck. You'll see that her cards are a lot more than mine. She has 54. I have 36 because we each draw 7 at the beginning of the game. So I have about 43 cards in my deck. Okay, so getting into it here. At the start of your turn, you have upkeep phase, untap. So anything that you spend, any action that you perform with a card, you would tap it, which is where it turns horizontally. So if this will be standing straight up, it'll turn to the right. Now, at the beginning of your turn during the untap phase, anything that was tapped, you untap it. So just flip it over. Then you have your upkeep phase. So there's some cards that have effects and abilities throughout that trigger during the upkeep phase. So anything that's like, you take 1 damage at the beginning of your turn because you have this land which has a curse on it. So during your upkeep phase, it'll give you the action, or it'll do the response of taking that 1 damage, and then this is where you can use effects to either prevent that damage, to deal damage, etc. Your draw phase is when you draw your card into your hand. Now you have your main phase before combat, the combat phase, and then your main phase after combat. So any effects or spells you want to use, you have to do during either your pre-combat phase or your post-combat phase. You can't do them during the combat phase, which I find very annoying, because there are times where I want to cast a spell and I accidentally skip this phase and I'm in combat, so I have to just attack, or there are instances where I can't attack because I misclicked, or maybe I pressed spacebar too many times. Anyways, now after you do all these steps and you do whatever you want to do and you end your turn, here is your discard phase. So anything that needs to be discarded, say like if I have more than 7 cards in my hand, I have to discard 1. I'm kind of dumping everything on you right now, so I apologize for that. But you'll see how it goes throughout. Your cleanup phase is if a creature is dead or whatever, they've run out of health. This is when you would get rid of them. So you clean up anything that's destroyed. All right. Moving forward, I want to look at what I got here. So I have a White Knight, Earthquake. I got... okay, let's see. I'm going to play a... Oh, this is good. I'm starting with what's called a Green Ward. So this means when I summon a creature, I can give it Green Ward, and no matter what spells this character uses or what it tries to attack with, if it's green, it's not going to impact my creature in any way, shape, or form. So that's great in this instance for a defender, because it can defend against anything and never take any damage. I think I'm just going to start with Mishra's Factory, because this card, you can see its effects. This symbol means if I tap it, add 1 colorless mana to your mana pool, so I can use this as at mana, or I can spend 1 mana to make this a 2/2 artifact creature named Assembly Worker. 2/2 being 2 is your power, so that's how much damage he'll do, and 2 is, or the second 2, I should say, is his toughness. That's how much health he has. Now, I can also tap this to give a separate assembly worker, say I have 2 of them, +1/+1. So increase their 2/2 to 3/3 until the end of turn. So that's either their turn, the end of the opponent's turn, or my turn. I am going to play him first, because there's nothing I can cast right now that's helpful. And then next turn, I will be able to use a mana that I can play to turn him into a 2/2 and attack with it. So he summons, or she summons, Llanowar Elves. So this card's really good early game for a green deck, because while he is a 1/1 and can attack with 1/1, he can also tap to give themselves mana. So in one turn, where you can only play 1 land per turn, I don't know if I prefaced that, he was able to get, or she was able to get, the ability to have 2 mana at the start of her second turn. So this is what's called mana ramp, is increasing your mana as fast as possible. And green deck needs to do that because they have a lot of cards that cost a ton. Oh, Sarah Angel. That's probably the best card in my deck. Green is all about accruing mana as fast as possible because a lot of their creatures and abilities are really strong, but it takes a long time to get there. So green deck is all about building up as quickly as you can to start unleashing some of the powerful stuff. I didn't love that play style. Okay, so now you'll see that I played my 1 land for the turn, and now I can choose to do anything that's highlighted yellow is what I can spend. So I can give a creature Spirit Link, which is for each 1 damage enchanted creature deals, I gain 1 life. So that's really good. I'm going to hang on to that for any really powerful enemies that they have, because then throwing it on there, if they decide to use it in combat, they're only ever going to help me. And then, yeah, so I'm just gonna activate Mishra's Factory. Change to assembly worker. Okay, and now I'm gonna move to the next phase, and I'm gonna attack with him. So this is the combat phase. So that has, like, you know, you can choose all your attackers for this phase. Then you can do any fast effects. Say if I can pump the assembly worker, I can do that right now with like another assembly worker that I might have. And then this phase here, the blockers phase, this is when your opponent gets to assign whatever defenders they want to use. So say if she wants to block my assembly worker with her Llanowar Elves, she can during this phase. Then that's another fast effects phase, so we all get to decide if we want to do any special actions. Then First Strike, which is its own thing. I'll get to that when we come to it. And just normal damage. So resolve normal damage, meaning like if he's attacking and I'm attacking, he's got his 1/1, I have my 2/2. At this phase, it'll just trigger the damage. So I'm gonna attack. Yeah, it wasn't smart for them to block because then they lose 1 mana. Oh, geez. Okay, Aspect of the Wolf is one of the best cards for the green deck, because this increases his power by half of the amount of forests that he has. So as this game goes on, and he's going to get more and more forests, he's going to be able to pump up this Llanowar Elves to be incredibly powerful late game. What I'm going to do, because I don't really want to deal with that, is I'm just going to put Spirit Link on him now. So that way, if he wants to attack me, he can. I'm not going to take any damage. And if he chooses to defend against any of my cards, I'm only going to get health. I mean, my minion or creature might die, but I'd still get health. So that's just fine by me. You win the game when either the opponent runs out of cards or they run out of health. So, yeah. Wild Growth. This is another good card that the green deck has. So this allows you to enchant one of your lands to give you 2 mana. Oh, and still energy. Jeez. You're gonna attack me? That's so dumb. Why would you do that? So he didn't do any damage because he dealt 2 damage to me, but I also healed me for 2 damage. I don't know why he did that. But now he has a defender against my Mishra's Factory, so that way I can't get past him. I have a 2/2, so he can kill my Mishra's Factory, and that's also doubles as a mana for me. So I don't want to spend that. Oh, yes, another plains. Okay. So I'm going to put down my White Knight. And I can't give him Green Ward yet, but he's a great card to give Green Ward to. Also, he's got First Strike, so this is what I was talking about before. As First Strike comes into effect, if he and, like, you know, say if the Llanowar Elves and White Knight were engaging each other in combat, First Strike means White Knight does his damage first. So if he does 3 damage and kills the Llanowar Elves, then White Knight doesn't take any damage whatsoever. Think of it like stabbing him with a spear while running up. Okay, I'm just gonna... Now I have a defender. He's not gonna... Well, like, he could still attack, but... Oh, no! Okay, so this is a problem. Because now any creature who can block against the Llanowar Elves has to. So it's smart because he's forcing my White Knight to block against him, and therefore he's going to kill my White Knight. But here's what I'm thinking I'm going to do. I don't remember who can assign damage, but I think if I activate Mishra's Factory and make him an assembly worker, they both have to defend. And so, essentially, it'd be trading one card for another, because both of these guys attacking the Llanowar Elves would kill him, and he will decide... I think he gets to decide who takes the damage on my end, but still. That's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Alright. So if he attacks, we'll see. Maybe he won't. He didn't. Okay. He didn't attack. But I wanted to have that set up just in case. I think he... Oh, okay. This is beautiful. One of my favorite cards of the game. Oh, I can play Sarah Angel. Oh, I can play Sarah Angel, though. Sarah Angel's so good. Oof. Okay. Alright. I'm not going to play Sarah Angel yet. I'm going to go for damage right now. Because it isn't about making yourself look big and tough. It's about winning. So I'm going to use this Lightning Bolt. And I'm going to strike him. It costs 1 mana. Lightning Bolt is great. You spend 1 mana and can deal 3 direct damage to something. So I can just smite him with lightning. Beautiful. And now I have the opportunity to get in 4 damage. So unless he plays something next turn, which it looks like he's struggling with mana at the moment, I can win. So let's see. And even then, if he blocks something, I can also just use Earthquake, which deals X amount of damage to every landed creature, so nothing that has flying, and every player. So green has the opposite. It has what's called Hurricane, so that's for anything flying and every player. So I pretty much won next turn unless he does something crazy. Alright, let's see. Change to Assembly Worker. And we're going to attack with the 2 of you. Actually, I might be able to win this. No, I can't win this turn. I don't have enough mana. Okay, your move, buddy. Let's see what happens. Just got to do something drastic. He didn't get another land. So, one of the downsides to Magic the Gathering in general... Ah, 2/2 with flying? Okay, so he can block... with Primal Clay, but he's spent all of his mana. So I know that he's not going to be able to... Oh man, that's mean. Okay. So Primal Clay, it's a colorless... it's colorless, so it's not associated with any different element or anything like that. It just requires 4 mana of any kind. Artifact creatures are typically a little bit weaker than specified creatures, but they can be extremely helpful if you have a mixed deck. So in my case, I have white and red, so something like Mishra's Factory is great because it doesn't require one or the other. I mean, that's a land, so it's kind of a bad example. But I hope I explained myself well. Now, because he's colorless and is an artifact creature, I have Disenchant, which is destroy target artifact or enchantment. So I can just decide, nah, I don't want Primal Clay to exist, so I disenchant him. And now, I can win. Oh no, see, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, I still win because I have Earthquake, but I accidentally skipped through my pre-combat phase. Meaning I can't activate Mishra's Factory. I do that so often. It's okay. It's okay this time. But it happens to me all the time. Because like I can activate Mishra's Factory now, but because I'm already past the choose attackers phase, I can't add him in. In any real world game, you could just be like, oh wait, hold on, let me go back for a second. But alas, I cannot. So I'm just gonna double tap that, which maxes out all the mana. We use 1 to activate Earthquake, and then 2 additional. X means you can put as many mana as you want. So I tap it for 2 damage. Done. I take a little bit of damage. It kills my White Knight, but they're out of health, so I win. Okay, they got a lot of colorless cards. Living Wall counts as a wall. Now that's interesting. It's a wall that can regenerate is crazy. Because this just... It's not going to deal any damage. I wish I could see how much it costs to cast. Oh, Black Lotus though. All right, I've accrued a lot of cards. This is interesting. I'm going to take the Dungeon Clue. Life loss carries over. That's pretty much every dungeon. Black Lotus is the best card in the game. It's free, so you can put it on the board for no mana or anything like that, and it gives you 3 mana of any color you want. So by turn 1, you can have one of your more powerful creatures on the board while the other character is setting up, or your opponent is setting up. I want that card. That's an easy win. Okay, we made it to the village. So this is where you can buy, anything you need. I already have these: Circle Protection Blue, Black Ward, Circle Protection White. This is my deck for right now. I probably should have more red cards, or more red mana in here, but I don't have, like, all these cost 1 red mana. So the reason why I have such limited mana, so only 4 cards in my deck, which I think that's like what, less than 10%, are mountains. It's because I have the ability to, as long as I have 1, I can cast any of these. There are going to be situations where I will have only red cards in my hand, but until I get more, that's what I'm going with. I don't think I want anything else in my hand right now. I got plenty of planes. Smoke. Players cannot untap more than 1 creature. So, okay, this enchantment influences the untap phase. So instead of untapping every creature on your board, which you would usually do, this forces both the opponent and myself to only be able to untap 1 thing. Great card for specific builds. All right, I've taken a lot of time explaining stuff. I wanna get things done. So go east to Cold Snap, keep, and I get a mana link. A mana link is my total health. Oh, get away from me, old lady! Okay, yeah, I don't need that. All right. Quickening. Oh! All right. No, it's a troll shaman, shaman, whatever. Okay. So that was a trick. My auntie's a Samite healer. I really don't want to lose Samite healer, but it's not the end of the world. So if I lose this, it's okay. Alright, not a great hand to start. I can play Amaru Kithkin by turn 2, but he's got an Oasis. So Oasis he can use to either give himself colorless mana or prevent 1 damage to him or any target creature. Okay, this just seems spiteful. Alright, got some more planes, that's good. Got my Amaru Kithkin out. She's good because she can't be blocked by anything with power 3 or greater. So if you... Oh, shiz. Oh, that's gonna be a problem. So he just he used what's called a strip mine. That's one land. You can either use it for mana, or you can use it to get rid of your opponent's mana or land. So he just used that to get rid of. Oh, I should have attacked, but he had Oasis, so it wouldn't have really mattered. He probably would have just used it. Swords to Plowshares. That's great. It's great. Not useful right now. I'm just gonna attack. I'll probably use the mana to. He didn't? Oh no, Oasis is only for creatures. Oh, I'm stupid. He should be at less health now, although he's still not playing anything and he's got 4 mana, so that's kind of scary. But it's okay. I have a White Knight. God, I hope he doesn't use Lightning Bolt. Red damage, or I'm sorry, red cards, I should have said this earlier, they're all about dealing direct damage. So you got like fireballs, you got lightning bolts. Okay, still not playing anything. I'm getting a lot of damage in right now. I don't have any mana though, and that's what's scaring me. Okay. Alright, now we got 3. I still not enough to play anything. I think you need 4 for Juggernaut. Yeah, okay, so 1 more mana, Juggernaut comes online. And I need 5 for... Oh, gosh, I'm scared. Alright, everybody go! See if we can kill him! No band! Come on! Oh. Okay, he's down to 3 health. He's dead next turn, even if he plays 1 creature. He has to play 2 and or kill my guys. Oh god, I'm scared. Dancing Scimitar. Okay, that can prevent one of my guys. And that's the only thing you played? Buddy, you just lost. Still has... So you can prevent 1 damage to him. I can use Swords to Plowshares. Now this is an instant spell, so I can use this on his turn, my turn, at any given point I can use it. It costs 1 white mana, which is shown here by the little notch. The red is shown there for like mountains and stuff. Costs 1 white mana, and it just removes a target from the board. It doesn't destroy them or anything like that, so they can't be resurrected. It just exiles them off the board. This is fantastic, because just for 1 mana, you can get rid of some of the most deadly creatures. Now, it does have a drawback if you've been reading it. Whatever the... Excuse me. Whatever the power is of that creature, so in this case it's 1... it'll gain that life. The opponent's maximum health would raise by whatever point. So in this case, I can use Swords to Plowshares on the Dancing Scimitar, allowing me to attack with everything. And then I will be dealing 4 damage, and he will have 4 health. I think I'm going to do that. Because for whatever reason, if I don't kill him this turn... Or no, yeah, I need to do that, because otherwise he will live till next turn, because he can block the White Knight, and then I will be unable to win. So, Swords to Plowshare, you're gone. Take that Dancing Scimitar and get it out of here. Fight my minions. Yes, go. Yes. Oh, we have won again. Wait, what? Damage prevention? Oh no, I have 1. Okay. Jeez. Sacrifice. Jeez. Alright, wait, copy artifact. Okay, these are a lot of blue cards. I'm not using a blue deck. I'm gonna take the cards, sorry. Yes, I am a mighty warrior, thank you. I will save now because I have done a lot. Save's coming, I am sorry to say, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. This game, it can really... Word of Binding. Nothing I really want. And I think because I'm playing a lot smarter and actually prioritizing... No! Oh no! Oh no! I'm sorry. Alright, this just got a cold snap. Alright, cool. Got a lightning, don't have red mana to play it, but... I have Tundra Wolves. Tundra Wolves are great. It's just a 1/1, so it's not really powerful in the sense of, like, it's got a lot of health. When's it change? Okay. That deliberately harmed me, because that took Winds of Change, you swap out your hand for the same amount of cards you have in your deck. So you, like, all the cards that I had in my hand were just shuffled back into my deck and then, you know, redrawn. That got rid of 2 of my mana, though, and I have Circle Protection Green and Green Ward, which is great if I was going against a green deck, but alas, I am not. So this is not good. Right now, my deck is currently lacking the ability to kind of get a little bit more control. Oh, geez, 2 creatures? And an Angry Mob. Please don't block with both. Okay, didn't block with anything. Ah, that's not good. Okay, so now it's a race to see who dies first, and I am losing. Oh, gosh. Oh, man. Well, I'm gonna sort. It's unfortunate, but I'm gonna have to Swords to Plowshares that creature because he's gonna get the health back, but I don't have a way of stopping him right now. Brassman, he's only gonna be able to deal 1 damage. I'm gonna have to tank that. This might be our first loss. I'm not getting the mana I need. Oh. Well, I don't have mana, so that's perfectly fine. Dang, I was really hoping that he would... Oh, okay, I gotta discard something. What costs a lot? Sarah Angel costs... okay, Green Ward. Yeah, I'm not gonna... Green Ward's not gonna help me. He might kill himself by spending mana. Okay, if I'm smart here and I just defend against his attacks... Alibaba, okay. Not great. I'm taking 2 damage per turn. Fudge. I'm not getting any mana. He's untapping Brassman, though. Oh, he's gonna live. That's gonna kill Tundra Wolves. If that's what's preventing him from attacking, he's just holding... He's gonna play something else? Oh, yes. Oh, sweet. I'll take 2 damage. Let me think. I think I've lost. He's going to be attacking for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. I can prevent... If he attacks with Sisters of the Flame, I can prevent that. That'll keep me alive for 1 more turn. But not if I play Samite Healer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. I'm just gonna have to wait. Hopefully he KOs himself. He's still paying the mana. Why are you still paying the mana, dude? Oh, there it is. Okay. So, I'm gonna block against you. Tundra Wolves will die, but I'm hoping you play something. Play something. Kill yourself, please, by accident. No! Ah, dang. That's our first loss. What did I lose? White Knight? Nah. That's one of the best cards in the game for a white deck. I'm not doing it. But that's the thing, is like, I don't have a way to... Ooh, Dragon Whelp is a good card. I think that requires 2 red, though. Yeah. And I'm going more white deck this time around. That's kind of that's part of the problem that I'm currently going through. All right, I'm gonna get rid of that for now. Circuit Protection Green is so good. So, anytime my... Okay. That was weird. That was really weird. And now that was weird. Why did that happen? Anyway, now there's like an effect on the side of the screen. That's weird. Yeah, Circuit Protection, Green Ward, stuff like that that prevents damage. Those are great. However, it's just... Okay. It's weird. Game's acting up. Turn here, I'll reward you with any fast effects. A Centaur Warchief? I don't think I can defeat a Centaur Warchief right now. Okay. Now... I need to go... So it's all about exploring and like finding dungeons and stuff. And also, there are 4 wizards. I don't even know if I can view those. Plane map, info map. Oh, that's kind of cool. Whoa, I didn't know that. City info? Look at this! That's so cool! Oh, and I have the mana links from those locations. Okay, okay, I'm learning stuff. Alright, I'm gonna head south. But there are, for each color, white, blue, red, green, white, blue, red, green, black, they each have an overall, like, master. And those masters... Wait, what does that say? Do I have green amulets? I do. These are all good cards, but I'm not currently going for a black deck. Forest Dragon, fast effects. Not right now. 750 limited. That's all right. I don't need that. Jeez Louise, these guys coming after me. Defeat the cleric. Clerics aren't too bad to beat, to be honest. Armageddon. Oh, I don't have any money. Armageddon's great. All right, so I need to sell something. What do I need to sell? Dark Ritual, that's for 95? I might need to go to a different village. Yeah, some of these cards are going for way cheaper than they should be. Actually, Meekstone can help me out a lot because I don't... Actually, yeah, I'm gonna put that in my deck. A lot of my cards aren't higher than 3 power, and Meekstone means creatures with 3 power or greater don't untap during their controller's attack phases. So if I can circumnavigate that, like, the only thing I have is Sarah Angel. Where is she? Sarah Angel, and she doesn't attack. She is one of the few cards in the game that does not tap when you attack with her, so she's insanely powerful. Alright, alright. So if I'm gonna go to a different... Let me do the quest. I'll accept it. I'll look for a cleric. Oh, there it is. Hey, buddy. Now, he's only got 8 health. That should be nice and easy. I have a lot of mana. Mana is not going to be an issue. I don't have anything to play besides Samite Healer. Okay, Meekstone. Okay. Well, I do have more mana. Ah, Wall of Dust. That is going to be great to have. Wall of Dust, it's a wall, and then if it blocks anything, that creature cannot attack during its next turn. Beautiful. Let's put the Wall of Dust up. I'm gonna attack you with my healer. Yes, he will protect me. I could have gone Amaru Kithkin, but just having the wall up, I'm hoping that if he has anything crazy, he can use it against the wall. Okay. He's used Tanos' weaponry, spending 2 mana and tapping Tanos' weaponry to give it +1/+1 permanently as long as this remains tapped. I'm gonna do just another bit of that, a little bit of this. I'm not gonna attack because currently that'll kill anything that I can attack with. Holy Strength, Holy Strength. Okay, that has suddenly become more of an issue than... Oh, man. Okay, Swords to Plowshares would be very nice right now. I'm gonna put down my Tundra Wolves. I'm gonna attack with Amaru Kithkin because now it can't, she can't block my Amaru Kithkin. Okay, nice and easy. So far, so good. Attacking with Mace of Pegasus. Disenchanting your own Meekstone. Oh, because you won't be able to attack. I didn't even think about that. Okay. So I can't stop... Tap. Samite Healer prevents 1 damage to any player or creature. So he attacked me with Mace of Pegasus, which is not a good idea. Because I just spent nothing at all. I just tapped Samite Healer to prevent that damage, and now he can't block with Mace of Pegasus next turn. Oh, Juggernaut. The Juggernaut! I am going to play that, absolutely. So Juggernaut's one of those creatures that has to attack every turn, if he can. So there's builds that you can do around that so you can use him as a defender, where like you prevent him from attacking for one reason or another. But I really like him because it's a higher damaging creature that I don't really need to worry about what mana type I have. So it can't be blocked by walls either, which is really good. It's not going to be enough to kill an Amaru Kithkin. In fact, the Amaru Kithkin can kill him. But if anything, that'll allow me to attack with my other creatures like Amaru Kithkin and Tundra Wolves, and not have to worry about, you know, losing anybody important. Because Amaru Kithkin, his Amaru Kithkin will be blocking mine. Alright, Samite Healer, you're fine. Relax. Earthquake, that's going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt him. So I'm not going to do that. Juggernaut's going to have to attack. I don't have anything with banding. But if I attack with Juggernaut, Amaru Kithkin, and Tundra Wolves... Oh man, it would be nice if I could band them together. I can't... See, here's the problem. Because he's dealing... Ooh, I can stall it out for another turn. So I can use Alabaster Potion, which I will do right now, which I'll just spend that. So I'm going to heal for... Let me see. Oh, hold on a second. Cancel. Sign blockers. I need to do it during the damage phase. Okay, first strike damage. He's taking damage. Alright. Now I'm going to tap my mana. You saw how it comes over here. So I'm preventing 2 damage to, tap 2 so far, done. Okay, so 1, 2. I have healed 2 damage that she was dealing, which allows my guy to only take 2 damage. He's gonna live. She's gonna take 5. She'll live 2, unfortunately. All right, that's fine. Moving on. I got in 2 damage to him. So next turn, if he attacks with Mesa Pegasus again, I can win. Unless he plays some other creature. Swords to Plowshares. That is unfortunate. I'm just going to use my Samite Healer to prevent the damage. Okay, he's bought himself 1 more turn. Or did he? Earthquake. Watch your footing, boy. I heard there's earthquakes nearby. I'm going to just go for max damage because, say if he has anything to heal, he's still going to die. So, like, Healing Salve heals you for 3 health or prevents 3 damage. I'm just going to hit him for 6. Not even risk it. Another win. Reverse damage. That's an interesting one. Interesting. That's a way that like, if I'm going to take a really big hit, then I can just be like, actually, that's going to heal me. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take the Dungeon Clue. Contain small green creatures. Oh, yes! Yes! Success! Alright, so not only did I do the quest, but also, I got me some... Oh, God. Also, I got me some white amulets. I can use those to teleport to any city that's being attacked. Oof, weakness is great. Spell Blast, Armageddon Clock. I really wanted to do a white-blue deck, but... Sea Dragon, haha. Haha, Sea Dragon? 750 gold pieces, ugh. I mean, so you can only have 3 cards of any besides land in your deck. So I can't have more than 3 Pearled Unicorns. But that allows me to increase that limit by 1. But it costs 750 gold, which is a lot of money. 200. Ooh, I don't really like City of Brass. I can sell that. What cards do you have for sale? Emerald Kithkin. If I can make it back. No, 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 no. Oh, God. All right. We're at the 45-minute limit. This is going longer than I should probably keep it going. But after this battle, we'll call it for this episode and we'll move on to the next one. But right now, early game, I'm just trying to get some power together. I'm trying to get my steez all sorted. I'm going to take 1 damage here, but that's fine. I'm going to take... Okay. Okay, lightning bolt. No. No. So I had lightning bolted that Benelish hero before it was able to activate his effect of giving it holy strength. It still would have killed him anyway. Oh, Wall of Spears? That's great, but so is Juggernaut. Wall of Spears is so good. It's a 2/3 first strike for 3 mana is crazy because it's... Oh, well... Oh... No. Alright, Angry Mob. If you're going against a black deck, or say if I was a white black deck, this is great because it starts with 2/2, but anytime there's a swamp on the board... Ooh, you mana burned yourself? That's essentially when he taps for mana, but doesn't use that mana. Ah, shoot, that's going to be 1 damage I can't prevent every turn. Unruh Kithkin, Wall of Spears, Spirit Link. Screw it, just to screw with him. Yeah, attack me with your Mason Pegasus. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, really. You should do that. Alright, I'm gonna put up Wall of Spears. Bloodlust is what I really like. So, it can't kill your creature. It'll make its toughness 1, but if I put that on like Unruh Kithkin, for example, for 1 turn, I'll deal 5 damage. Okay. Oh my god, you tried really hard to make... That is a really strong Pegasus. Holy armor, holy strength, holy armor, holy armor. He's just like... Jeez Louise, he's decked out. My lord. Alright, well... Let's put out Unruh Kithkin. Oh, wait, can I still use Bloodlust? I still can if I use Unruh Kithkin. Unruh Kithkin will come out. Shtabam, shtabam. And then I'm going to activate Bloodlust on my Angry Mob, and I believe... Oh, no, it doesn't kill him, but it brings him close. He's dead next turn unless he does something crazy. Which I would most likely just Earthquake him at that point. So now my Angry Mob has become a 6/1. So good. So much damage out of that card. It's risky, but also because Angry Mob has the ability Trample, even if he was blocked, any damage, unless it's a first strike, because the first strike would kill me first. Ah, dang. Dang, he got the defenders he needed. Oh gosh, what am I gonna do? Earthquake. Let's go! Holy Day. Creatures deal no combat damage this turn. Take the Dungeon Clue. Contain small green creatures. Okay. Another white amulet! Yes! It's so good. Okay. I was here, yeah? No. Oh, I made it. I made it just in time. Armageddon. Alright, that's going immediately in the deck. If I can just wipe out the enemy's board of all their mana, it'll wipe out mine too. But if I'm losing and I'm out of mana, that can be so helpful. Actually, yeah, I want to deal another cleric. Ah, Tusk Guardian. Alright. Oh, my Auntie's Wall of Dust. I spend so much money on that card. Although if he's gonna be using a green deck, I can seriously use that to my advantage. Oh, man. I can't play anything right now. But... Man, I'm gonna I got what I need. I have enough mana to, like, feasibly get some of my better cards here. So I'm going to play Misha's Factory first. No matter... Oh, well, Meekstone. Yeah, why not? Buff up your Timberwolves. I want to see you do that. Buff them up. That's good. Birds of Paradise. Birds of Paradise, great card. Oh. So Birds of Paradise is a card, you can see the notches on the top. Whenever you see notches like that, that means you can tap it for that mana. So Birds of Paradise can become any mana type. So there's a term that's called mana fixing, where you can basically guarantee... Oh my god, I was supposed to stop the last episode. Okay, this is the last one. My bad. Okay, so he can tap this for any mana on his turn. So now he has 3 mana by turn... What's he going to be on? Turn 2? Turn 3? I think it's turn 2 that he's going to be on. Either way, that's really good. So I want to get more cards that allow me to just kind of control my hand a little bit better, but unfortunately I don't have that availability right now. I'm kind of thinking just a plains. And then we're going to get a little bit of damage ourselves here, just to even the odds. He's going to hit me next turn for 1 damage, maybe 2. If he's got a giant growth, it'll hit me for 4, I believe. But let's see. He typed me with Birds of Paradise, which is weird. He must not have anything he can play. Okay, great. So now we got some options here. I can use Pikemen. Let me put down a mountain so that way I can lightning bolt if push comes to shove. I'm going to put down my pikemen because they can stop a Timberwolves from getting in damage. They're a great defender for that regard. I'm going to keep the mountain available so if he does use... He gave my pikemen giant growth. Okay. That's weird. Okay, this is a perfect example. War Mammoth, that's pretty tough to get around. I mean, it's going to have Meekstone, so I can just decide to have it, like, hit me, and then I can work around it. But what it also is good defenders, because it prevents me from attacking with anything. So I kind of want to just... And I can... By casting this now... My mana is going to get untapped on my turn, and I'll have the ability to play whatever I want. In this case, it'll be Wall of Swords, because that is just so good. He's tapped out. He doesn't have any mana he can play. I'm just going to get in my 1 hit. Okay, he's getting a lot of mana on the board. That's kind of scary. Play this. We'll do my Pearled Unicorn. We'll do these. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna... Let's just go for an all-out assault right now. Get some good damage in. He can block one... He could block both of them if he wants, but he's losing creatures if he does. AI's acting weird, dude. How much mana do I have? If I cast Fireball, I can deal 5 damage. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to attack. If he doesn't block... Okay, I just won. Fireball. There we go. You're dead. Oh! Oh my gosh, that's awesome! Plateau! Okay, so as you can see, it's a rare land. I can tap it to either get white mana or red. That's exactly the kind that I use. I do want to see... I do want to get to this dungeon, but that's just too good of a card to pass up right now, and I want a green amulet. That's amazing. Okay, so I'm going to get to this town. Oh, Divine Transformation. Oh, man. Okay, all right. I'm gonna be. We're gonna end here. This is a long episode. There was a lot of context. There was a lot of explanation at the beginning of the game on how it works and the general vibe. You got to see a little bit of the combat. So I'm gonna keep playing, obviously. And I'm excited to go through this series. I want to get to the point where I beat this game. Like, I really want to beat it, and then eventually I want to do Magic the Gathering, like, Forge, which is... It's basically this game, but they add in all the cards, like, up to the current era. So, like, any card pack that's released nowadays, they put that in MTG Forge. So I think that's really cool, because that... I'm doing the original cards for when this game came out back in, like, the 90s, I think it was, early 2000s, but... I'm doing that to kind of get my foot in the door, because I've always wanted to learn how to play Magic the Gathering and actually like play it, but it's an expensive hobby to get into. There's a stigma about it, which like my friends always make fun of me for, because I really want to get into Magic, and I also don't really have that many groups. Anyways, I'm oversharing, but thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you want to see more of this. I intend to be doing this series a lot more. So expect maybe a Wednesday release, maybe a Tuesday release. I'm not sure how I'm going to space it out yet, but I want to have a weekly release of Pokemon and Magic the Gathering, just longer term series to just go through if you want to just sit down and watch it, enjoy it. Tell me anything you notice that I'm doing blatantly wrong, or any recommendations that you may have, cards that you may like, I don't know, whatever you want. Or even just tell me that I'm doing a bad job. That's okay too. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.